Well, they did it. The goal behind publishing Berserker has been achieved. Hello, and welcome to another video. My name is Nimesh and I work as digital colorist for comics, and I also publish and create my own comics under Nimprod Comics. And this is After Panels. What is After Panels, you ask? Well, it's a show that I do here on YouTube talking about indie comics, from news to reviews or just some insights on the business. And if you like stuff like this, maybe you should subscribe and like the channel so you get notifications for more videos like this and probably better. And today we are going to talk about Berserker. As I said in the intro, the goal behind it being published has been achieved. We all knew back in 2021 when Boom Studio announced it that it was a case proof to be sold possibly to a streaming service or a movie studio. And Netflix just announced it that they will be developing this comic into animation with Keanu Reeves voicing the lead character. Keanu also was involved in writing the comic, in case you don't know, alongside with Matt Kindt. Yes, you heard that right. Keanu Reeves, the star of The Matrix, John Wick, and Cyberpunk 2077. He has co-written a comic book, and it is awesome. Berserker tells the story of B, an immortal warrior who has been fighting for thousands of years across different civilizations and wars. He is half god, half human, and all badass. He can heal from any wound, survive any explosion, and kill anyone with his bare hands. Oh, just perfect character for Keanu. We all feel he is immortal as John Wick, so why not have an actual immortal character for him to play, right? The United States government offers B a deal. They will provide him with the means to end his immortality if he completes a series of dangerous missions for them. You might be asking, who would give away their immortality? I mean, you can outlive everyone, right? All the changes in the world would be witnessed by you, and possibly you would be behind some of those changes. Or maybe, just maybe, this is a crazy thought, you would sit back and relax while you watch the world burn. I probably would do that. I don't know. I'm not sure, but I'm sure most of us would be like B, and witnessing so much terrible things would just make us want to rest as well. But anyway, let's get back to the comic instead. The action scenes in Berserker are truly breathtaking. The violence is graphic and visceral, and it's not for the faint of the heart. But it's not just mindless violence. There's a purpose to every fight and every kill, and it's all in service of a compelling story that keeps you turning the pages. As we learn more about B's backstory, we see that he wasn't always the killing machine he is now. He had a family, a wife, and a child, and he lost them to violence. It's this tragedy that led him down the path of violence and immortality, and it's what he's been trying to escape ever since. One of the most interesting things about Berserker story-wise is the exploration and the toll that immortality can take a person. The protagonist, in this case B, played by Keanu Reeves, is an immortal warrior who has been fighting for centuries, and he's seen and experienced things that most people can't even imagine. Throughout the story, we see how this has affected him mentally and emotionally. We see his struggle to find some kind of peace in the world that he can never truly escape from. It's a fascinating exploration of a concept that has been explored before in literature and film, but Berserker managed to add its own unique spin to it. The art style in Berserker is incredible, with detailed illustration that brings the world of B to life. Ron Garney is a veteran comic book artist who has drawn for Marvel, DC, Image, and Dark Horse. He has works on titles such as Wolverine, Daredevil, Captain America, and Conan the Barbarian. He brings his dynamic and gritty style to Berserker. Bill Crabtree is responsible for the bold and vibrant colors. Some of his notable works include Invincible, The Sixth Guns, Firefly, and The Irredeemable Ant-Man. The way he uses the color to help the story is just amazing. He really keeps the grittiness that Ron Garney introduced. What really surprised the readers of Berserker is how much depth and emotion there is in the story. Yes, there is plenty of action and violence, but there is also a deeper message about the human condition and the toll that immortality can take on a person. Matt Kindt is a New York Times best-selling writer who has worked in comics such as Mind, MGMT, Depth, Department H, and Black Badge. He is also a friend and collaborator of Keanu Reeves, and they deliver a surprising and powerful story that will leave you thinking long after you finished reading. Ratings in comics are usually harsh, but Berserker has a 7.1 out of 10 for critics' review and 8.4 for users' review. I think it's safe to say or to assume that the readers enjoyed this series and they will be happy to see the animation. Will you be one of them? Will you see the animation? Have you any interest on it? Let me know in the comments. I would like to hear from you. Berserker is a limited series with all 12 issues available now, and you can order them on Boom Studios website or any store if they still have it. Read the story that will inspire the animation, and I'm sure a lot will be left out from the comics. We are so used to these things. We all know that all movies and everything adapted from the comics leave a lot of things out. So if you read these comics, at least you will have an in-depth idea of what Berserker is, and you will have a broader knowledge of the character and the story. And with this, we get to the end of my review. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you can get notification when new videos up, and also feel free to share it with your friends or people that you believe need to know the Berserker story before the animation comes out. Share it with everyone. And more important than all of this is just keep reading in the comics because they are awesome and they deserve all your support. See you guys on the next one.